You want me to explain why I brutalized the members of LLC, and of course, your beloved son, King. The answer is very simple, Lance. Let's go back to another cyber event in 2018. It was the day you let me lay on the cold catering floor. Laying, unable to help my brothers in arms to take over, to seize control. It was the day our rebellion was suppressed because of people like you. People that united with the wrong side. In the grand scheme of things, we're all soldiers fighting wars for those in command. That's what I thought when I accepted your offer to represent New Age horizons in a war against Valor. You've promised me a dream opponent. Little did I know about your poor management skills. I'm no longer fighting for people in charge. I'm nobody's soldier. Now I only fight for myself, and I declare war on you. On several occasions you've cost me things that I wanted. Now it's my time to take. I won't sleep still until I've taken everything from you. Every single drop of blood, even the blood relative to give a shit about. We faced each other before, but this time there's no bullshit propaganda gimmicks, no flags, no factions. This time it's personal. You may have broken my nose and injured my neck, but it's nothing compared to the damage you inflicted with your past actions. The price you're paying for this is much greater, and even your big money cannot cover all of the expenses.
After over 2 years of animosity building between these two men, it all comes down to this. One-on-one cyber warfare. Anarchymus versus Frisco.
Lance Frisco, you fucking go.
Let's retrace our steps a bit as the big boss makes his way down to ringside. At Adrenaline Monkey Chapter 11 is where things truly opened up in this rivalry. Anarchymus made his intentions known by eviscerating King Frisco, Lance Frisco's son, after his loss against Isaiah Snoovens. Not too long after that, at New York Wrestling Syndicate, Anthony Brown tried to avenge his tag team partner, King Frisco, and take on Anarchymus himself. But he was blindsided before the match even started, and Anarchymus brutalized him as well. Cassius, a friend of the tag team and Frisco, tried his best to help, but was attacked and laid out with a Russian sickle of his own. After Anarchymus made Isaiah Snoovens tap out on Adrenaline Monkey Chapter 12, that man Frisco finally got his hands on Anarchymus. Frisco headbutted Anarchymus so hard, it busted open the forehead of Anarchymus, and the two fought all the way until the telecast faded to black. During the brawl, it was Frisco who injured the neck of Anarchymus with Frisco's Cosa Nostra brainbuster on the wooden floor. This rivalry has been incredibly personal and is built up insanely over the past number of months, and it is all culminating here. Lance Frisco painted the ring post with Anarchymus' blood the last time these two were around each other. And now, this man will be looking for way more payback than just that one instance. Where it all began for that man Anarchymus was back at Cyber Fan Day 2018. Frisco laid him out in the backstage area, and he wasn't able to help his AWOL resistance brethren. And now, Anarchymus targeted the members of the LLC so that Frisco could get a taste of his own medicine, as Anarchymus has said. He has been on a warpath, leaving destruction and broken bodies behind him. But he's not coming into this 100%, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to see if that plays a factor moving into this matchup. But these two guys are going to be singing red at the beginning of this matchup. There's going to be nothing fancy about it. And the fans look ready to see it. I hope you're all ready to see it at home as well. I am fired up, and these two men are like caged bulls ready to explode. And here we go! Big knee strike at the start. Tried to go for a discus lariat. Was Anarchymus, but Frisco had it well scouted. Big knee strike right to the face. And now it's Frisco with the upper hand on Anarchymus right now. With the LLC behind him, Frisco's looking to avenge his downed brothers. But Anarchymus, oh God, my lord! Did you see the way that Frisco's leg bent off that stomp? And now Anarchymus locks in that variation of the Anarchy hold that made Isaiah Snuvins tap out not too long ago at Adrenaline Monkey Chapter 12. But Frisco able to get out and hit a forearm early. Still early enough in this contest for Frisco to break out of that. But a big maneuver early in the repertoire of Anarchymus. And look at these two guys trading shots. Insane to see where these two men have come in their careers since this thing really ignited in 2018. Anarchymus used to be known for his technical prowess, but now, as you see, he's really coming to his own as quite the brawler. Oh, look at this! Frisco trying to go for the killed in action there. But no. Oh, look at this now! Anarchymus trying to hit the Corellian driver early. But both of these men countering each other's signature moves. Oh, God! Anarchymus headbutting Frisco, busting his nose open, and busting open the head of Frisco in the process. Oh my God, he might have just broken his own nose. Oh God! Now driving the bloodied forehead of Frisco into the mat. Oh, just ripping and tearing at the wound like a shark smelling blood in the water. Anarchymus smells Frisco's blood and, oh my God, it wipes it on his chest. Anarchymus loving his work, but the fans definitely not agreeing with him on that, and I cannot blame them. Anarchymus egging on Frisco now. Big Russian leg sweep. Connecting. Now he's got the arms and just stomping a mud hole. Down, caving the chest in of Frisco. We've just seen a brutal, brutal battle between these two guys already, and this matchup feels like it's in its infancy still. But we had to have known this thing was going to get ugly real quick, and it most certainly has not disappointed. Back suplex right on the barricade. Complete, reckless disregard for the well-being of Lance Frisco in this matchup. 2 years worth of hate and animosity culminating for Anarchymus in this matchup, and he's letting it all go as he ricochets the forehead of Frisco off the ring post. Shades of what Frisco did to Anarchymus in Adrenaline Monkey 12. Frisco, who painted the ring post with Anarchymus' blood, now it's the other way around. But Anarchymus has got to be tasting his own blood as well as a result of that previous headbutt. And you can see the referee not doing any countouts in this situation. He knows how important and personal this matchup is for both of these guys and the fans in attendance as well. Smart by him to just let this thing go and let it get ugly. Let it get nasty! Oh God, speaking of nasty. Back suplex. Anarchymus just screeching at the fans. And the fans trying to rally Frisco back up to his feet. Oh my goodness. But he's in a real bad way here. He's been dealing with so much punishment in this matchup already. Getting busted open so early. Already has lost so much blood. And it's only getting exacerbated by Frisco. But Frisco with a counter. Big move! Exploder suplex. Sends Anarchymus into the corner. And this could be a big lease on life for Lance Frisco in this matchup. Big forearm strike sends Anarchymus rallying in the corner. Sending him off the post. Big John Woo kick. Sends him down. Now, oh my god. Frisco exploding on Anarchymus. I don't even know he had quite an aim there, but he was just firing on all cylinders on the head, the forehead, the nose, the cheeks, you name it. Big shot right to the nose there that time. That was a lot more calculated. Cruel intentions on the mind of both of these men, and it is not going to change throughout this matchup. Oh god, the game plan remains the same for both men. Knock out the other. Whoever does it first wins. Wait a second. The Kinesio tape from the injured neck of Anarchymus was just ripped off by Frisco. And Frisco just realized what he's done. Anarchymus, runs right into a German suplex. And if the neck wasn't hurting before, it is now. Transitions into the noose lock. Lance Frisco with the big noose lock. And Anarchymus cannot reach the ropes in this situation. He's got no help. But he finds a way to power out even with that injured neck. Tries to increase the distance and trying to just stretch the neck out as much as he can. That is definitely going to be an irritating injury and a bullseye for Lance Frisco in this matchup now. But these two guys just trading shots, talking smack. A battle, a war between these two gladiators throwing bombs at one another. Frisco is the one that gets the better of it. Goes to the other end of the ring. Could be looking to go coast to coast here with his bloodied fist and all. BAM! Bloodied fist to the face of the bloodied Anarchymus, and the blood of Anarchymus just went flying into the camera. Try to go for a rebound lariat there. But no, Frisco counters another German. A second German suplex onto the irritated neck, but Anarchymus back up. Lariat, no! Both men down. Capo kick by Frisco. Neither man can capitalize. That could be a knockout shot there, and you can hear the fans in a frenzy for this one. This is so personal for these two. Neither man will ever be the same after this. I can guarantee you that. At the very least, the forehead of Frisco will never be the same. And the nose of Anarchymus will never be the same either. Maybe not the neck either. These two guys have just dealt so much damage to each other. And oh god, it only continues. Multiple shots and both men down to a knee now. So much damage dealt on both sides. Neither man with a real clear advantage in this matchup. Frisco using his bald head to good use. Slamming it against Anarchymus, but Anarchymus rallies himself back up. Lands another headbutt. This is starting to get real reckless for both of these men. Frisco tried to hit him with another headbutt, but took a little bit too much time. And Anarchymus met him at the pass with a headbutt of his own. And Anarchymus, the blood starting to fall into his eyes now, not just on his nose. Busted his forehead open, and now it's trickling down to his eyes. And I can't imagine what the eyesight must be like for either of these men. Oh, look at this. Wait a second. BAM! Corellian driver! Just like that! Corellian driver by Anarchymus! And he's letting the referee count. He doesn't even want to go for the pin. He knows that's a knockout. 5 count by the referee. And Anarchymus getting some much needed respite.
7!
After all the damage that's been done. Referee at an 8. At a 9 now. Frisco back up to his feet. Able to compose himself somehow, some way. And Anarchymus runs right in. This man is blinded by his absolute desire for revenge. Oh, God. The game plan is, how hard can I hit you right now? Tried to go for the Russian sickle there. Big counter by Frisco. Bam! Cosa Nostra. Right onto the injured neck and back into the noose lock. Beautiful transition by Frisco. Anarchymus tried to hit him with that massive Russian sickle, but Frisco had it scouted, landed the Cosa Nostra, and now has the noose lock locked in tight with whatever bit of strength in his arms that he has left. Oh, it's not enough. Not enough strength. Anarchymus has always had the size and strength advantage against Frisco, but he definitely used it to good use there. Frisco back up. Insane resolve on the part of both of these men as they eye each other down. Who knows how well they could even see each other with all the blood in their eyes. So much blood shed. Possible concussions on either side. An injured neck, an injured leg perhaps. Just an absolute cavalcade of different injuries on both sides here. And oh, God! These are the same knee strikes that King Frisco felt at the, oh God, at the hands of Anarchymus. Oh. Adrenaline Monkey Chapter 11 is where it all started, with those knee strikes and more. Anarchymus laying him into his father as well as the son. And Frisco down on his back looking up at the lights, trying to rally, but can't even make it back up to a knee anymore. And I frankly can't blame him. I can't imagine what kind of exhaustion must be coursing through the body of both of these men. Discus Lariat coming up. No! No, look at this counter! Look at this counter move! Now Frisco has a variation of the noose lock locked in here. He's got a body scissors and twerking the neck in a very unnatural way for Anarchymus. Incredibly tough position, and he's trying to wrangle, he's trying to rally. Flailing his arms in any which direction he can to try and change things around. Look at the strength, though! Anarchymus has him up! Up on his shoulders. Could have been trying to go for another Corellian driver there. But Frisco now. Look at this. What does he have in mind here? Trying to pick him up for something. Reverse Cosa Nostra. Who knows? Suplex position. Wait a second. Transfers! Corellian driver by Anarchymus. Another Corellian driver. Plants Frisco on the back of his head. Both men down, though. Too much damage done. Anarchymus able to just throw his lifeless arm onto the chest of Frisco, and he kicks out! Frisco, the first person ever to kick out of that move. Where did Lance Frisco get that from? Unconscious instinct had to have fueled that kick out. And you can see how hard he had to push his arm up to achieve that kick out. Anarchymus can't believe it, but he could barely make it up to his feet either. The damage absolutely done to his head, to his neck. Frisco, unbelievable. Knocking some sense into himself, shaking the cobwebs perhaps. And Anarchymus, with an insane look on his face, can't believe that Frisco's back up on his feet as he turned around. Frisco's telling him to believe it, and is telling him that he's ready for more. Big German suplex from Anarchymus. Picks him up though. Wait a second. Big third time. German suplex on the back of his head. German suplex to Anarchymus, and Anarchymus's injured neck must be inflamed right now. But he's able to counter and drop Frisco down into a seated bear hug position. And finally, these two guys just jockeying per position. Just trying to get some sort of semblance of a breather. Wait a second! Russian sickle! No! Not enough left in the tank! Frisco goes down! Anarchymus goes down! Too much damage done to Anarchymus. With the injury, with the blood loss, it's all catching up to him here. Just didn't have enough strength left to hit the Russian sickle there. And Frisco, all the better for it, he's back up on his feet already, and Anarchymus just can barely even stand. Finally able to do so by his sheer wrath alone, but no, back down again. Tried to go for another clothesline, but once again, Frisco evading the danger. Just tell him to come up with more. Nice evasive move. Tried to just get a punch out. Anarchymus trying to get anything onto Frisco, but it's Frisco with the sleeper hold, tugging on the neck in any which direction with the sleeper hold as well. Trying to, incapacitate Anarchymus fully. Look at this positioning from Frisco. Insane submission move here. Bloodied head all around. Oh wait, oh my god, Anarchymus could be out. That's it. The referee calls for the bell. Anarchymus is out. And Frisco, can't even stand anymore. He used everything left in his power for that submission. And luckily for him, it was enough. Anarchymus passes out off the sleeper hold, and Frisco comes away with the victory here. Let's take a look back at where all the bloodshed truly began. That shot to the nose that busted up his nose, and the head of Frisco, and the blood did not stop pouring from both of these men from that point on in the matchup. So much blood loss, and oh god, I can't imagine how much more that did. My god, what a battle between these two men. Left it all out in the ring. Injuries aplenty. Blood shed all over the ring, and the ringside area for that matter. Submission maneuvers, finishing maneuvers, Corellian drivers, Cosa Nostras. Felt like these two guys were hitting each other with the best that they had. And those headbutts showed the true damage. Brought the internal out to the external. And this was a huge opportunity for Frisco here with the Cosa Nostra. Bam! After countering that Russian sickle attempt, Anarchymus was able to hit Corellian drivers, but was not able to hit that Russian sickle, and that may have made the difference. Anarchymus was so close to doing it later on in the matchup, but just didn't have enough strength left, and oh god! I can't imagine how Frisco was able to kick out of that Corellian driver. The second one of the matchup. And Frisco becomes the first man to ever kick out of a Corellian driver, let alone two. And by this point, we can see just where the damage was truly dealt. You can see falling down, clutching his neck. Anarchymus falls down to the canvas, and by that point, Frisco knew what had to be done. Had the bullseye right back on that neck. Finished off his impromptu game plan. Frisco picks up the victory. These two men are now tied 1-1 in singles encounters, and look at this. The LLC coming to help out the big boss. Snuvins, Cassius, assessing all the damage that's been dealt. My god, what a visual. Cassius looking down, trying to see if there's even any life left in Frisco. But Anarchymus is all the way, almost to the backstage area already. Something tells me this may not be over between these two men, ladies and gentlemen. The tiebreaker could be in the future, but for now, Frisco getting some help from his LLC members. And what a war. What an unbelievable fight, and congratulations to Lance Frisco when he finally wakes up from that coma.